Hey, Donald Miller here. How you doing? It's Friday, so happy Friday, everyone. So I'm gonna get into differences in training, and there's a point to this video, but when you're in the trades, okay, you're taught two different styles, at least in non-union. I don't know a lot about union, so I don't want to go into their education program. But non-union side, you're either built for speed or you're built for quality, okay? And there's a big difference in the end result, all right? Built for speed, you're doing larger projects, okay? And the impact gun plays a role in your game, okay? And I'm anti-impact gun. I am, and it's because I was never built for speed. I was built for quality, and we were taught never to use the impact gun. You know, impact guns are thrown off sites where I was at. It's just how I was trained. And we were taught to use a large flathead. When you're built for quality, you're not built for speed. You're built for the quality of the work. Another benefit to that is you're apprenticed in a smaller group, okay? And towards the end of my apprenticeship, I did a one-on-one with a master electrician. And when we apprenticed, it was all about quality, not having to go back to the job, do it right the first time to the best of your ability. And as a result, if you look at the market for electrical work, there's two different ways to bid electrical work. You can bid for speed or you can bid for quality. When you're bidding for quality, your compensation is different than if you're bidding for speed, okay? In speed, it's all about how quickly you can get it done, the amount of devices you can wire, boom, 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 boom. When you're built for quality, your compensation is raised higher because they want a more quality of a product. So you really need to know what side of the market you're getting into. And when you're trained for quality, your practices are different, okay? Built for speed guys it's a different animal altogether, and we can go into a little bit of the differences, like when you're doing one house for quality versus 5-track homes, okay? Or you're doing custom jobs, you're doing data centers, but you're doing one data center, you're not doing like 3 or 4. Okay, and it's usually a custom data center where it's not a mass-produced blueprint. All right. Now, why am I saying this? Because I'm saying this because some people don't understand this, okay? And you get some haters out there, and you know, haters don't really bother me if they're willing to, if it's constructive criticism, and I don't consider them haters. Like, there's two different ways about it. There's a person that's just going to go on your site or your YouTube channel and bash you. And then there's another one that actually does have constructive criticism. And if you notice, I try to reply to my comments and answer questions logically. But when you get haters on there, you want to say things you don't mean. So I'm going to answer one just on a video. So I had a video of setting yourself up correctly, and we were doing a finish kitchen. The homeowner is living in the house, okay, meaning they're using that kitchen. It doesn't have outlets, but they're using the countertop spaces. You don't want to take a drop cloth out of your van and shove it on their counters, okay? It's not a good idea, okay? The homeowner knows you're walking on those drop cloths, like your feet are on them, okay? And basically it means your feet are on their counters. Doesn't matter if they wash it, it's not a good vibe, okay? So if a homeowner is there, okay, what we normally do is we'll take our sweatshirts off and put our sweatshirt on the counter, so when we're leaning over, it's a clean cloth. Some people have bed sheets in their van that are specifically for kitchen counters. Everyone does it a little different when it's geared for quality. But if you go in and you insult my company saying we're not professional, I'm sorry, but that's how I was taught from another master electrician. So if he's unprofessional and I'm unprofessional, then I guess we're two master electricians that have our master's license by the ICC certification, and we just don't know what we're doing. And our houses and our families, It's all based on us being self-taught. Just imagine how stupid that sounds. So you realize, like, someone that says a comment like that, they're speaking strictly from ignorance, or they're taking the little bit of knowledge they know and they're applying it to fields that they know nothing about. Okay, and that's ignorance as well. I'm not going to take the knowledge I know and try to go into an industrial site and work in an industrial site with the knowledge I know. I'm a lot wiser than that. And two, I'm not going to make comments on an industrial site's channel stating whatever. Like, it's just there's ignorance involved in that. So again, this goes back to your training. If you're being trained for speed, realize there's other avenues of the electrical trade that you can be trained for. Okay, you can be trained for maintenance. If you're apprenticing for maintenance, you're going to learn a lot of different tricks than what I know. Okay, you're going to be able to troubleshoot fluorescence like there's no tomorrow, until LEDs take fluorescence over, and that's going to happen. But again, if you're trained in commercial, okay, you're going to know tricks of the trade that like impact guns. I'm anti-impact. I'm always going to say it. That doesn't mean that there's areas of the trade that they're useful in. Okay, it's just in my area, it's not. Okay, in my area of the trade, you get your large flathead, you go to a 20 to a 25 pound foot-pounds of torque. Okay, and if you need to get a wrench, hospital grade is 20 pounds, but you can go above 20. If you torque down 20 on like a good, like a receptacle, you'll notice that, you know, a little extra is better. Oh, that reminds me. That was another thing that someone criticized me for. Buying materials at a box store. So what? It's not like materials at a box store. Some materials are still okay. Okay? What, is copper different at a box store than at your supply house? No. Okay? Lutron. Is Lutron different at a box store than at a supply house? No. Now, I don't like one of the box stores, and it's not Home Depot, it's the other one. I don't like their devices, but it's a flat matte white finish. So certain homes on the blueprint, it calls for matte white devices. That other box store carries matte white devices. So there's a reason to everything, okay? And you don't need to go around using the little bit of knowledge you have, hating on other people. One, it shows your ignorance. Two, it's just distasteful, okay? If I'm out there trying to teach guys, okay, the last thing I need is some petty person roaming around on YouTube that's probably miserable with their own life, okay, going and commenting on my page where my apprentices are watching. Okay, my apprentices in my local community know I stand for quality. I'm not ashamed of it. My name is everywhere. Okay, I'm proud of the product I produce. So by all means, okay, your harsh little comments fall flat, except for on apprentices that are following my channel that don't know. Okay, and that's why I'm making these videos. Okay, so I'm trying to actually better apprentices that don't have a mentor right now. Okay, and if you don't have a mentor, you need words of wisdom. And getting it from knuckleheads that are hating on YouTube isn't very good advice all the time. All right. So I feel better. I do. There's some jackasses out there, I'll tell you that much. And I'm a jackass sometimes. So no one is perfect in this trade, especially on this road of an electrical career. The mistakes I make today, I'm hopefully, God bless me if I can correct them tomorrow, you know? That's kind of how this trade is, though. As you learn, even though I'm a master electrician, I learn all the time, and I'll always be learning. That's why we're practicing, okay? There's a lot more to it. But, hey, it's Friday. Some of you are getting paid today. God bless. Have a good weekend.